How did you survive?
I was able to hide, just in time. Shit. I was just promoted to runner. I thought I could do some easy work in the fort, but instead they went and sent me out here. And I had to watch as the whole caravan was butchered.
You're a runner?
Yeah, the lowest of the low in the fort. Sure, you get access to armor and a few nice stims, but that's it. Then you get non-stop hassle. If you want to do better, then you have to work your way up. That was my plan. Before this happened here.
What are you going to do now?
Can I come with you? I need to get back to the fort, but there's no way I can get back there alone. I'm lucky the elves haven't found me, and that the jackals haven't eaten me. Please, you have to help me. I've got to get back so I can report to Hank.
Hank sent me.
Then why didn't you say? We have to get back and inform the fort that the supply routes to Abessa aren't safe anymore.
Hank doesn't want people to know.
But why shouldn't we tell anyone else? People have to know the routes aren't safe anymore, or they'll walk into the same alb ambush. We have to tell everyone.
I see, but I have orders. No witnesses.
Are you serious? Shit. No, people have to know. I have to tell them all, even if it's the last thing I do.
Time to teach you a lesson. Hey, help! Help!
Isn't there another way?
Yeah, you can sit there, take some chems, and dream. Dream a pretty little dream.
How have other people become outlaws?
They've made their name. Big mouths weed people out quickly. Many people like to say who they are and what they can do. The fort quickly finds out if they can.
I want to get some of the armor you have here.
Talk to my cousin William. He deals with that sort of thing. But if you join us, you will swear loyalty to me for good. You'll start as a runner, but prove loyal, and you can become an enforcer or maybe even a captain. Each rank comes with its rewards. But all this is easy to talk of. Harder, much harder, for you to achieve.
I want to buy Frank's freedom.
Frank? The cleric we're holding prisoner? Why do you want him? But I have no more use for him. Tell him he can go, but he's to carry a message back to Igdadan. Come to Tavar, and you will pay the price. Stay at home in the Hort, and you have nothing to fear from me. Maybe letting him go will send them a signal that they should be worrying about Zakor, not Tavar. Pay me, and he can go.
Here's the exit for Frank.
Huh. Changed my mind. You can keep the shards. Just remember how this played out. You've been smart. So don't fuck it up and get in my bad book some other way. Before you go, here's some well-meaning advice. See my generosity and think what that should mean for you. I look after my people here. And we have opportunities for all those who stay here.
I spoke with Hartmut.
You found our group commander? And he spoke to you? To an outsider?
What can I say? It must be my charisma. Do you want to know what he said?
Well, if he trusts you with a message, then my mistrust of you was unwarranted. Please, tell me, what did he say to you?
He tasked me with buying your freedom.
Then, why am I sitting here? Are you going to do what he asks, or not?
I've paid the ransom money. You can go.
What do you mean, go?
I mean, go. Leave.
This feels like a trick. You'll put a bullet in my head as soon as I try and leave, won't you? You or Iron Madison?
Iron Madison has been handled. Nothing will happen to you.
By the grace of Magalan, I am free. I can go. I can really get out of here? Thank you. I'm going to find my unit. And if I can get back to them, I can get you a reward. Hartmut is a true follower of Magalan. He is certain to pay you back, if he's still alive. So, good luck out there, my friend. May Magalan watch over you.
Want to see what I found in the canyon?
Yes, show me. Yeah. I think this might be what my buyer is interested in. But you must be waiting on the ELEX.
You got that right.
You're gonna have to wait for most of it. But my contact was generous enough to leave a down payment. I'll go and get you some of that now.
Make it quick.
Of course. After all, I've seen what happens to partners that betray one another, right? You can wait here or meet me at my place.
Put that weapon away. Right, so you do know what's good for you.
No, this can't be true.
Why did you attack Bill?
Because
And oh yeah, regards from the Scrap Baron.
What are you saying?
Listen, man. I'm sorry that I disturbed your little operation. But when the Scrap Baron tells me to kill a guy, then I kill the guy.
Give me just one reason why I shouldn't kill you.
Listen, asshole. I already said it wasn't my idea. If you have a problem, go to the Scrap Baron. I'm done here.
I've got the crates from the missing caravan.
Crates speak only of success. The Duke will welcome them. What happened exactly?
The caravan was attacked by Albs.
Ah, I see. You must be mistaken. There was no attack. There were no Albs. It was all an accident. Understand?
A runner called Kid survived. He saw the whole thing. But don't worry, he won't cause you any trouble.
Good. I knew I could rely on you. Truth is found in shards. So here's some truth for you. Remember, Albs had nothing to do with it. Our supply lines are secure. People can trust the Duke. And they will and they can trust him. You see, I've shifted the supply route, and the supplies are getting through. So it's ended well for everyone, yeah?
What's the situation with Bill?
Are you asking about the price? Or did Bill survive long enough to give you my greeting card? First, we deal with business. I asked you to tell me who called me Mad Bob. Your answer wasn't satisfactory. Keeping secrets pisses me off. Are we clear? But I'm prepared to call this over. People can't say I'm not fair with my friends. And you don't want us to fall out, do you?
So, what about events on the border?
I have the crates of grenades you want.
Excellent. Give them to me. What do you want as your reward? Do you want a share of these grenades? Or is it ELEX you want? And now this deal is going through, I can afford to give you a discount on trade. So, what will it be?
Just pay me.
Okay. Here, take these shards. Pleasure doing business with you.
Hey, can you spare something to eat? A can, something, anything?
Here.
Yeah, thanks. We gotta help each other out here. Do you need my help?
How do you survive out here?
On the gifts from the lords above. They throw out all sorts from the fort, enough to live on. Sometimes food. Sometimes things I can trade with Ryder. He buys things so I can get food. He's a hunter, so sometimes he gives me something he's caught. He's due back soon. Would you check if he has anything for me? I'll get you the shards to pay for it, somehow.
Who is Ryder?
I said, he's a hunter. I trade with him, mostly old chems for meat. Sometimes other garbage he can sell for cash. He hunts out to the south somewhere. I don't know where. I don't go out there anymore.
And if I take your message to Ryder, what will you give me?
Well, I don't have a lot. No shards, anyway. I could trade you some scrap I found. Would that work for you?
Cindy gave you up. She knows you're stealing from the fort.
Of course I steal from the fort. It's full of thieves. Everyone is stealing from everyone else. Where's the harm in that?
The theft of Doc's chems. That's landed Doc in trouble.
Ah, well, sometimes you find treasure amongst the garbage. Sometimes you don't. So, sometimes you have to find other ways to get by. I mean, would you want an old man to live on just garbage?
How often do you steal from the fort?
Not that often. I'm not suicidal. Just when I'm desperate. I just want to stay alive. And I only take the scraps from around the edges.
You should give Doc his chems back.
Why?
I don't care about the chems.
Hey, asshole. Chloe sends her greetings. You are dead. Hey, you are dead.
Teach me something.
It will be done.
That's not any use to me now.
Hey, can you spare...
I'll find Ryder for you.
Thanks. Traveling out in the desert is getting harder for me. Can you take this payment to him? And bring me the meat? I'd really appreciate that.
Cindy gave you up. She knows you're stealing from the fort.
Of course I steal from the fort. It's...
How often? You should...
What?
You shouldn't steal so openly.
What do you mean?
You stole too much at once. Doc noticed. Give it back and steal less next time.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks for the warning.
We're doing great. Man, can you imagine getting one of these things working? We could travel the whole planet in no time. You, me, the sound of the roaring engine. Just think, next time someone tried to kill you, we could just drive away instead of killing everything within a 2-kilometer radius. So, that creature
keep your eyes open. There's always more damn jackals. I think they know I want every last one of the things dead.
Why are there so many jackals in this area?
Now, you're asking me why I became a hunter. You could say I followed in my old dad's footsteps. Only that dipshit bred jackals. Thought he could tame them, train them. Now I'm trying to undo the damage he did. I spend every spare minute tracking them down. When I'm not trying to get enough meat to live, to sell. And that takes most of my time.
So, you work for the Duke?
People don't work for the Duke. That's the whole point of being outlaws. Not that anyone there is really free. You know where to find the teeth on a jackal? In the fort. You think you know where the knife is, but the next minute you feel it sticking in your back. You're best out here with the jackals rather than in there with the real animals.
Do you want help hunting these jackals?
Nah. This is something I need to do myself. For my family. And I need to earn a living.
Can we trade?
Sure. Tell me what you need and I'll see if I have it. And as long as I've not already promised it to Scrappy, it's yours.
Scrappy sent me. I have your payment.
Good. Thanks. You can always rely on old Scrappy. Here, thanks. Here, do me a favor and deliver these to Scrappy. He's expecting this meat. My bet is he'll be going hungry without it.
I'll take care of this. So, that creature's down to me, is it? So, that creature's down to me, is it? Yeah, I'm on it. So, that creature's down to me, is it? So, that creature's down to me, is it? I thought you were watching my back. My brother loved places like this. Only problem with structures like this that stand out in the landscape, everyone else can spot them too. We shouldn't hang out around here too long.
Oh, you got a nice catch here. Nice, nice. Fresh meat, and it got a fair amount on you. Boy, you're gonna cook up nicely.
Cook?
Oh, yes, we'll do you justice. A few sprigs of scragweed and some cogroot. Oh, and you'll be just right for us. I'll get you.
Yeah, so me and you.
I'll get you.
I'll take care of this.
I'm in.
Just give me a minute to calm down, will you? Calming. Calming. Whew. Shit. A moment longer and those cannibals would have had me over the fire. There's enough creatures out here trying to eat me without people trying it as well. Shit. That's not something I want to go through again. Hell. You've not got anything to drink, have you? Something to help a man get his head screwed back on?
Here. This should help.
That's good. There's something about a near-death experience that makes everything taste golden. You saved me. I mean, you saved my life. And I've learned a lot about Magalan's history. But cannibals? I haven't heard of anything like that since the dark days after the comet hit. Most of what we live on in Tavar is from the past. So history is profitable. Interesting, too. You should learn it.
What are you doing out here?
The light beacon. I've always been fascinated by them. They used to be a cry for help, or a way to give help, direction, guidance. I've seen leaders come and go in the fort, and there's only one constant. You have to rely on yourself. So, I look for ruins, visit the beacons, and I find things to earn shards, so I don't need anyone else.
Brave for someone at your age.
My age? Age is bullshit. Wrinkled or smooth-skinned, life throws the same shit at you. I know these lands better than to come alone. I was traveling with a pair of scrap collectors. They needed a lead. I needed some help. On our way there, we got ambushed by a group of clerics. I didn't want a chance to fight with them. They were much better armed. So I got out of there.
What happened to the scrap collectors?
They didn't make the same choice. That's the problem with some people of their age. They think every fight is winnable. They think running away is the wrong thing to do. Yet, here I am at my age. I just wish I'd had their legs for running. The clerics caught up with me and took me prisoner. I'm here, aren't I? I waited until it was dark and I got out. I guess they thought I was too old to guard. And I got away with their leader's weapon. I think that must have made them angry. Now those clerics are out hunting for me. You can hear their horns. That's why I thought I'd head for the beacon. Get some scrap, and get myself back to Tavar. Shards would mean safety. But you know what happened next? Damn Reavers. Life sure is cheap out here.
Tell me about Magalan's past.
Gladly. What would you like to know?
Tell me about Tavar.
Well, it might not seem like there's a lot of history here, but this place hasn't always been desert. When the comet hit, it turned this place into the wasteland you see. But not everything was destroyed. Some building complexes, like the fort, survived. Others were buried. When the sand shifts, other buildings appear. And then all the things that were left in them are there for the taking. Not that everything that's buried is good. Logan, the Duke as he's known today, they're sitting on a powder keg. Back before the comet hit, they stored weapons there. Serious, end-of-the-world weapons. And they're still there, somewhere, along with a whole stack of the usual kind.
What kind of weapons?
I know the history, not the science. I'm no cleric. But these things were supposed to destroy cities. They were supposed to destroy countries.
How could they do that?
I don't know. Big explosions. Big explosions. And the fort is sitting on top of them. That's why I want shards. I want to be a long way from here if those things ever go off.
Tell me about the factions.
Well, they're recent history. I mean, they only came about after the comet hit. Before that, there were countries and governments. Millions of people organized into groups. Nothing like now. But the comet destroyed all that. There aren't really records from after the comet hit. No one was writing things down. They were just trying to survive. No leaders. All the things they relied on to survive had gone. But it didn't take long for people to form groups to get resources. And it didn't take long for those people to start fighting. All factions think they've got ways to save us. They're all just ways people are trying to survive.
So, there are a lot of gaps in your knowledge of history?
Well, some. There were more records kept during the territory wars. That was once the factions had formed and started fighting each other. I guess as soon as you're a group, you want to start keeping a history of who you are. History becomes more important. Anyway, instead of fighting over 1 or 2 tins, the factions started fighting over land. ELEX. Resources. Any small factions that were left got absorbed or destroyed. I mean, these people were survivors, so you'd think that's what they'd want. To survive. Instead, there were yet more deaths. There aren't numbers, but I'd guess at least half of those still alive were killed. But that's just a guess. Finally, the people in charge realized the cost was too high, so they formed a council, the Great Council of Magalan, and made a non-aggression treaty.
A non-aggression treaty? That doesn't seem to have worked.
Well, peace is always fragile. The Berserkers and Clerics have totally different ideas about ELEX and technology, for a start. But after all the deaths, the factions knew they risked their own destruction if they fought anymore. So, the peace lasted, more or less. There are always some hotheads, some isolated clashes over resources. But the leaders brought their people back into line. All the factions rebuilt their lands, worked on their own rules.
So, what went wrong?
The Alps. They were just a small splinter group. They went up into Zakor, into the ice, and no groups were interested in that land. They built their strength, and then they invaded. The factions were taken completely by surprise. The Alps captured people, land, built their converters before the factions could respond. What happened to the prisoners, the dead? History doesn't speak of that.
I've heard enough.
At least you did listen. That's not always the case today.
What do you know about the Berserkers?
They were a group living up in the woods, trying to grow their own food, and they evolved from there. Everyone else was fighting for what was left, but they decided to make something new. It was some guy called Amric that started them. The new guy they have there, Thorold, the Pilgrim, sees himself as some sort of spiritual successor to Amric. He has changed things there. They're pushing out into the world more than they did. The Berserkers used to stay in Edan mostly. They'd fight to protect their borders, make assaults outside them, then pull back. Now they're holding ground. It seems the Pilgrim wants to purify all of Edan. They're gonna use their world hearts to change the world. They want to use their magic to turn the clock back and make Magalan what it was. Well, they'll change it. But whether Magalan was ever like they say, that's just a fantasy.
How much do you know about the clerics?
Secretive lot. They probably know more about history than the others, but they keep it to themselves. But this god they believe in, Kalan, I haven't seen anything anywhere about this god in records from before the comet hit. Why they've created a god and worship technology? Well, I can't understand it. Everything else they do is about knowledge and fact and observation. So why invent a lot of hocus pocus to go with it?
Why did the clerics have so few men?
The wars. They put their faith in their fighting machines. But either their prayers weren't answered or they had a technological hitch. They went into battle with the Berserkers, and their machines shut down. They were defeated. Heavy losses. Those left retreated into Ignadon. Anyone that didn't make it back was cut down by one faction or another. The clerics' numbers never recovered. I guess they must have fixed whatever the problem was with their fighting machines. It's never happened again.
Give me the cleric's weapon.
Why should I give it to you?
We help each other out, right?
Well, you had a beer from me. So yeah, all right. You can have it.
Is there something you need?
No, I'm okay. Don't waste your time on my old bones. The only thing I'm interested in is stories. And I don't think you are the storytelling type.
What do you know about the Alps?
Hardly anyone knows anything about them. I mean, other than about their attacks.
Maybe I could tell you a story about them.
Now I am curious. Do you know why they use ELEX?
It makes them stronger, of course. Greater strength, lower levels of fatigue, reduced pain. It turns men into fighting machines, and not just physically. ELEX keeps them clear thinking. It removes the emotions that could get in the way of orders.
So it means no one can argue with orders?
It reduces the chances. That's one of the reasons Alps are so successful. They operate together without question.
Not all of them. Some operate alone.
Then you've heard of the Elexitors? They rule in Zakor. They still consume ELEX, but they are given a command rule.
You mean like Wardek and Kallax? Or Jax? Have you heard of them?
Yes, they are names to be feared. Though I had heard that Jax had disappeared.
So the rumors say. What else do you know about the Alps?
That they have as good as or better knowledge of technology than the clerics. That's because you and them have something in common.
Me? What have I got in common with Alps?
An interest in history. The Elexitors, well, I don't know for sure, but they have found some fragments of old world information. They're using that knowledge.
They're interested in the old world?
No, not at all. They just want the technology. Interest is emotional. The past is something that's gone. They want the future.
Interesting. Not many people seem to think about what the Alps want.
That's all I know.
That was very informative. Thank you.
Yeah, good job.
Yes, you can say that, but we need more food first.
I have your chems.
The doc thanks you. Here, take this as a little gift. The old doc can sell you more when you want them, when you need them, if you get the taste.
Don't you want to know who had your chems?
I am always being robbed. They steal and they rob. If I were to do something every time, then I wouldn't have any more customers anymore. What's important now is that you can buy something from me, and so can anyone else. As much as you want, whenever you want.
have the meat from Ryder.
Oh, thank you. You don't know how long I've been waiting for that. That should keep my bones from being buried in the sand for a few weeks.
Won't that go bad?
Nah, I know how to cure it. It'll keep. Here, take your pick from these. I have a weapon in case you're looking for some defense, or some cams, and I've dug up a few shards in case you'd prefer those.
I'll take the weapon.
Sure, here, take it.
You're not a reaver. You don't look like a reaver. Normally, the ruins only attract reavers. But if you were a reaver, I'd have a bullet in the head already.
Are you collecting scrap?
Collecting? You don't collect it out here. Every last bastard piece you find, you have to fight for it.
Well, you don't have to fight now. All you have to do is hand over everything you have.
No, I don't want to fight. Just relax, okay? I'm under special protection, all right?
I don't see any special protection.
You don't have to see to know. Let's just do business, okay? I can't. The new boss forbids it. I just can't.
Who's this boss? What have you given your word about?
I can't say. I can't give you anything either. If I do, I'm dead, you're dead. The new boss wants all the scrap on pain of death. And he's in my mind, controls what I think. He owns me and everything I find.
The scrap baron wants that scrap delivered.
I know, but I can't send it to him. I can't. I don't have a choice.
You think the scrap baron will be interested in your excuses?
No, I know he won't. I know he'll want me dead, but I told you, all scrap has to go to the new boss. I told you, I don't have a choice.
And who is the new boss?
Vol, he's he's the lord of the island. He's on the island. That's all I can say. I can't tell you anymore. But it's best if you stay away from that island, unless you want your head scrambled.
You're hiding something from me.
Well, I'm not hiding anything. I just can't say.
What can't you say?
Anything. There's something in my mind. He gets what he wants.
So asking that isn't going to get me anywhere.
Did you mean to do that?
So, you wanna fight?
Yeah, walkways in the sea. Both good ways to get me to hurl my lunch.
There was something hanging there. Teach me something.
Yeah.
Magalan bless you. Now tell me, are you a son of Tavar? Did you swear allegiance to the Duke and his outlaws?
Why do you want to know?
Why would you hide the answer? So, are you an outlaw?
I'm not part of any faction.
Then you can stay here as my guest. All clerics offer a hand to all free people. I hope one day you will come to serve Kalan. Remember my hospitality when you come to make your choice.
What is your job here?
We need a lot of raw materials to feed our smelting furnaces in Ignadan. Material that is essential for our fighting machines. And we can get those resources right here.
Why here of all places? It's a long way from Ignadan.
Here, we achieve two things at once. We acquire the resources we need, and we also deny them to the enemy. The Duke relies on profits to keep power. We cut off his profits, and there's a chance his men will overthrow him.
You're not worried about the Duke finding out where you are?
We've been careful.
Maybe you haven't been careful enough.
What do you mean?
The Scrap Baron has noticed that his deliveries have stopped.
Damn, I feared stopping them completely was pushing our luck. Kalan is right. Greed will be our undoing.
So, what's your plan?
I will have to rethink our strategy. An open fight could mean losses in men and material. So, I think finding a way to throw off his suspicions would be our best course.
What can I do?
I will make sure the outlaws get their deliveries from time to time. Just enough so that suspicion is decreased. You need to sell that lie. Make it sound like everything is getting back to normal. Can I count on your assistance?
Forget it.
Is that your final word?
Yes.
Then, I'm sorry. My mission must come first. You won't prove a challenge.
Stop playing around with that weapon. Stop playing around with that weapon. Stop playing around with that weapon. Careful with that weapon, you.
Yeah, I'm up already.
So you're free now, so you can tell me what happened to you.
The clerics that came by here suggested they, well, used their power on my mind. I had to do what they wanted, and I couldn't say a thing. Just do what they asked me to. I've no idea how they did that, but the pressure in my head was like being swept away. I had to send the scrap supplies to them, and I had to keep that quiet. Yeah, I'm up
Give
already.
me what you found.
Please don't make me. Put your weapons away. I know how it goes. This isn't the first time I've been robbed. Here, take it. Really? I mean, shit.
I have things to do.
About these favors you want. Your scrap will be delivered soon.
You better be right.
It's coming.
Right. You got it done.
Do you want the details?
Fuck the details. Bring me the profits. You better not be eating into my profits. Here. This is your share for helping me out.
About these favors you want. Any other opportunities for profits?
That's single-minded. Don't fuck up. Get this done. Get it done right. The instructions are simple. Think you can follow them?
Just tell me what you want doing.
I need a debt paying. It doesn't matter what else you do here in the fort. You have got to pay your debts. Otherwise, you're no one. So I need you to sort out what I owe.
Who do you owe?
Ace. He always gets lucky in cards. Maybe too lucky. I lost big to him the other day, and I've got to clear that debt. But I don't feel like seeing him. I might forget he was lucky and get angry with a fast-dealing bastard.
Did he cheat?
Maybe. Maybe not. But I lost, and people saw it. My name counts where it has to, and that means paying your debts. This IOU is worth 1,000 shards, and I'll add a little bonus to go with it. Just as a big, warm thank you to Ace.
I'll take care of your debt with Ace.
Take the shards. Do the job. Don't fuck up. Here. And of course, don't forget my little present for Ace. Put them in Ace's place, near the marketplace. Put them on the table, or somewhere obvious.
Not gonna worry about that.
Luck only comes to those who help themselves.
You gotta think before you go out and do that.
The Scrap Baron wants to settle his gambling debts.
And they said not to play him. Now here comes the payday of them all. Opportunity, opportunity, you've gotta take your chance. I hope you get your chance too, my friend. When you do, take it.
A casket?
Where is it?
I left it in your shack.
Mine and my brother's shack. We share everything. When he gets back, we're going to split these earnings. We'll both get a new start. Man, and to think they told me not to play the Baron. They'll eat those words now. Yeah, I heard something similar happened in South Tower.
I heard he was robbed. What do you even want? There's nothing for us to discuss, can't you see that? So do me a favor, and piss off.
Some guys just open their mouths too much.
Give me what I'm owed.
Owed? For what?
The shards, for helping take care of the Berserkers.
The Berserkers?
Yes.
Well, I warned you. William was pissed and didn't pay, so... No shards for me, no shards for you.
You expect me to believe that?
That's the truth. What did you want me to do? Pick a fight with the Duke's chosen man?
You said you were the man, so pay up.
I might be the man, but I can't pull shards out of my ass. I didn't get paid, so you don't. That is life.
Pay the shards, or I will take the shards.
Why would I mess with you? I really don't have a single shard. You can pick me up, turn me upside down, and shake me if you like. But I have a lot of friends here in the fort, so if you go for my throat, you might find yourself with a lot of new enemies. So, do yourself a favor and piss off.
You might be right there.
Yes, the plan is forming.
And?
Chloe's finally opening up. It just took a little time to get through to her, and then some drink to get her talking.
What information did you get out of her?
Why she can't pay the Duke. I mean, she's in charge of the entertainment district, so she should have ELEX coming out of her ears, right? Yet, she's desperate to collect that money. She's got no shards to spend. She can't cover the Duke's tribute. I mean, there has to be a story to be told.
And? Are you going to tell me the story?
Chloe is being forced to pay protection money. She can't pay the Duke or anyone else because she's already being bled dry. We shouldn't talk here. Walk with me a moment. Let's go talk outside. Follow me and try not to get noticed.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want everybody to hear what I'm about to tell you. The situation isn't exactly safe for anyone involved. Come on, let's get somewhere we can talk. Okay, I don't think anyone will overhear us here. So, this is what I've learned. A guy called Blake is behind this. He's forcing Chloe to pay protection money.
So, you finally got some information.
How could you doubt the rat? Before we go any further, let me make one thing clear. Under no circumstances should you speak to Blake. If you approach him now, I've got no doubt he'd back off and leave Chloe alone. But that would just mean he'd just come back later when he thought things had blown over. We need to force him to forget about the protection money for good. Otherwise, what's the point?
So, what's the plan?
We should focus on Blake. Despite all his influence, he's been going through bodyguards. 3 of them have died in the last 2 months, but if anybody knows why, nobody is saying. We need to go through his things and find out why. There has to be some dirt there and we can use it. We just need some hint. Then we can sort all this out to our benefit. Chloe gets freed from Blake and we get the shards we need.
Why do you think the bodyguards are dead?
Well, he seems to have some business to take care of outside the fort. And sure, it can be dangerous out there. And Blake claims the bodyguards were killed by jackals while he was out hunting. But that just doesn't sound right. If you can get to Blake's place, look through his things, then maybe you can turn up some proof of what really happened. Anything that relates to bodyguards.
Okay, I'll look for the proof at Blake's house.
Follow the rat's plan and you'll come out ahead, my friend. Look through Blake's stuff and come back to me when you've found something. Then we'll figure out the next step. I'm going back to Chloe's bar. I'll see you there.
I found this list at Blake's.
A list? All right, let's see if it's anything useful. I'm guessing it's a list of names, but with this writing, bodyguards, Iron, Madison. Iron Madison. Ryan. You know, whoever wrote this can't spell. Well, this seems to be a list of candidates for bodyguards for Blake. That idiot Cameron must have written this before he was killed. Okay, then it's clear what we have to do.
We should kill Ryan.
What? No, why would we? You know, that idea isn't so dumb at all. Yeah, that could actually work. If Blake's latest bodyguard Ryan was to die or quit, the names on this list would be candidates to replace him. So, we should change the name on the top. Then, we put the list back and give Blake a reason to hire someone new.
By we kill him, you mean you want me to kill him?
That's why I like you, friend. You can see how a plan works. You take care of Ryan and I'll take his place. After I've written my name on top of the list, I'll put it back in Blake's place. You take care of Ryan in the meantime. The idiot prides himself on being loyal, so chances are you'll have to kill him. Trying to persuade him might just mean he speaks to Blake and then our chances will be blown. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, then go. You take care of Ryan and I'll become Blake's new bodyguard. Then, we will find out what's going on. See you up at Blake's.
Halt! Not so fast. What do you want in the fort?
Spike has given me trouble at the other gate.
What sort of trouble? Was he trying to get shards out of you?
Yes.
That ass is one of Baxter's men. I don't know why the Duke still tolerates him. I think he scares them. Even William won't try anything with him. Pay him or get out of his way. It's your decision. Just watch your step, and don't annoy the Duke. That'll get him annoyed that I let you in. And I don't need that sort of trouble. It's okay, in you go. And remember, make profit, have fun, and don't cause any shit that will blow back on me.
So fuck off, will you, yeah?
If you want to be alone, why ask me a question?
What?
I just want to be left alone, okay? So fuck off, will you, yeah? If you ask questions, you must want answers.
What? What the fuck are you talking about? Fuck, you're right, I do ask a lot of questions. Maybe it's a cry for help. Maybe I don't really want to be left alone. Yeah, I never thought of it like that before.
Do you want to trade?
Do I want to? Actually, yeah, I've got some things to trade.
What are you doing out here?
You've gone through all that to ask me that? Are you serious?
Yes.
Man, you're a weird one. I'm Blake's bodyguard. I'm just out here on a break.
What happens if he's killed while you're on a break?
Blake doesn't need me as long as he stays inside. He only takes me to watch his back when he goes ripper hunting, and when he goes on business trips. That's why I took the job. Plenty of free time. Does that answer your question?
I thought about it. I'm going to punch you in the face.
I told you, I'm out here on a break. This is the last shit I need on my time off.
I'll get you!
Hey, that was great.
Ryan is dead.
Right. I've put my name on the list and got it in place. It's going to be fishy if I turn up and tell Blake his bodyguard is dead. You had better do it.
Won't Blake think it's strange? Me telling him about the bodyguard.
What? You mean that he's dead?
He might suspect I killed him.
Yeah, so what if he does? People get killed in Tavar all the time. And he is pretty used to his bodyguards dying on him one after another. Just go to Blake and tell him you found Ryan's body. You could even suggest that he needs to get a new bodyguard. Sometimes he can be a little slow on the uptake.
Right.
Then come back and tell me when he knows about Ryan.
I found your bodyguard.
What do you mean, found?
He's dead.
I knew that guy wouldn't last. You know when you get that feeling that you're gonna have to find yourself another bodyguard?
You'll have to find another.
Yeah. And I hate interviews. Fortunately, having been in this position before, I have a handy list of people ready to take on the job. Oh well, on to the next one. Thanks for letting me know.
The information about your bodyguard should be worth something.
Yeah, all right. Here, take these shards. Now, get out.
Blake knows Ryan is dead.
Okay, now we wait until he comes to me. I have an idea what you could do in the meantime. How about you go to Doc and get us something to celebrate?
Isn't it a bit premature to celebrate?
Don't worry. Just let the good rat do his thing, my friend. This plan is in action. And that means it's pretty much a certainty. Here, take a few shards. That should be enough to get something from Doc.
Where did you get those shards from all of a sudden?
You know, shards, they sometimes just turn up. Oh, and tell Doc he should mix us up something special. Just tell him I sent you. Hey, that's Blake coming now. We'd better not be seen talking.
Hey, Rat.
Blake, my friend. What do you have on your mind?
I have a job offer for you.
A job offer? Quick to the point as always, huh? So, what's the job?
I need someone I can trust, and I heard from a safe source that you're such a person.
A safe source, huh?
Yeah, you see, I need a new bodyguard. Ryan has become unreliable.
Unreliable?
Yeah, you know how it is. He has a habit of disappearing. And he's disappeared again. That's not a good habit for a bodyguard.
No, it's not. So, this job, what does it involve?
Come with me. I will show you what it's about.
Okay, you have a deal.
You better have a good reason for waking me up.
Rat sent me to pick up a few chems.
Ah, the good old Rat. Yeah?
He said you should send him some of the special stuff.
I know. The good old Doc knows. The special stuff, right? Yeah? You want chems? You come to a chemsmith.
Exactly.
No problem. I will take care of it. Trust the Doc, and I will get to work on it right away. Come back in a few hours. I'll have them ready then.
About these favors you want. I've completed that delivery for you.
Just in time. I just heard his brother is back. I hope he enjoys the surprise you left him.
What was in the casket I left?
Spade and his brother. They were always inseparable. It would be a crime not to bring them back together.
What was that?
That was the surprise. I bet Spade just jumped for joy.
There was a bomb in that casket?
You did good work. You're in danger of making me trust you.
Pay me.
I always pay. Take this. And I don't forget favors either. You're free to use Ace and Spade shacks as your own. Move in whenever you want.
Whoa, listen, Bob sometimes... Well, he can sometimes...
Are you going to speak clearly, Ray?
Yeah. No, forget it.
Say, where did you get that claw?
Hey,
can I take a
who's
look
out
at it?
there?
Why? Do you want to look at that?
Yes, please, show me.
I got it in Edan.
Edan? You mean you met Kata? She must trust you if she gave you this. And if you have been trusted with this, maybe I could ask you about something. It would bring us a lot of elixir, and I mean a lot.
All right, I'm in.
Right. Let's do this. Listen closely. I know the Duke stole a pile of shards from the clerics some time ago. He's trying to bring them into the fort little by little without anyone noticing. We can take advantage of that to earn ourselves a profit. If that sounds good, then let's do this. If not, then just pretend this conversation never happened.
Your wife is dead.
No chance. Who'd be able to kill her? Even the Duke, our glorious leader, king of the desert, would think twice before fighting her.
Do you want me to bring her body as proof?
You're serious? She's really dead?
Yes.
Oh, by the sands of Tavar. You don't know how glad I am to hear that. I don't know what your part in this was, but thank you. I am now free. I'm free. I can finally be with Cindy.
About the Duke's shards. How did the Duke get the elixir from the clerics?
The clerics were transporting goods and the elixir between the domed city in Abessa and the Hort in Ignadon. The Duke got wind of this and set up an ambush. And it worked. The Duke made a fortune. But of course, he couldn't tell anyone about it. If he'd admitted it was the outlaws that killed those clerics, it would have started a war. So he hid the shards and denied the whole thing.
And the clerics believed him?
Neither side really knows if we could win a war, and besides, where's the profit for anyone? A full-out war and we'll all lose. That's why the Duke likes to play his enemies according to good old outlaw tradition. Keep them guessing, surprise them with your attacks, and hit them with a huge bang when they are least expecting it. So because the Duke needs to keep this a secret, he can't have word get round the fort and then reach the clerics. That not only means the elixir is out there, but it also means the Duke can't raise much of a storm if all the elixir suddenly disappears.
So, what's your plan?
The Duke is bringing the elixir into the fort in deliveries with minimum muscle to protect it. Keeping it low-key is how the Duke is hoping to keep his elixir a secret, and the next delivery of shards is due soon. I've thought about this, and the best place to intercept the shipment is when it's coming through the pass that connects Abessa with Tavar. The pass will contain the convoy, and it's far enough away from the fort that the Duke won't know anything's happened there for a decent length of time. If you hit that convoy, take the elixir, then I'll give you, say, 40% of that take.
No. And the make it 50% or there's no deal.
Hey, this is my plan and I did all the prep work.
Which will mean nothing if I'm not there to get the shards. I'm doing the fighting. I'm taking the risk. I'll take 50%.
Are you expecting me to just back down and accept this?
Yes.
Well, okay. We're partners now. Ready to go?
We're doing great.
Hey, who's out there?
No. There are rules for a reason.
The Ice Palace. That's
Your
where
man
the
Frank
decision will be
has
made.
been freed.
And you got him free?
Yes.
You've accomplished what a squad of clerics could not. The least I can do is pay you for the help you've given.
Don't listen to those sorts of comments. They'll land you in it.
That is illogical.
I just can't believe that.
What is there here in the fort?
Everything you could ever want. There's the arena in the Fighters District. That's run by Blake, or is it Big Jim? I'm not sure anymore. Then, if you're looking for Elexit, there's the Scrap District, but that's controlled by Mad Bob, and you're better off staying out of his way. And there's the Trading District. I don't know who's managing that these days. Being a boss, an overseer here, tends to be a job for life, if you get my meaning. Except the Duke. He controls everything, and he's going nowhere. Whereas you should go to the best place in the fort, the Entertainment District. Chloe will make sure you're taken care of.
What are you doing here if you let everyone through?
Staying alive, my friend. I'm staying alive. That's why I got posted to this side of the fort. The other side, that's where the real action is. By the converter. My job? Well, you could do it with a robot and a ticket machine. That'd be great. It'd give me more time off.
Why is the converter so dangerous?
Because of all the creatures there. That and when the Alms decide to attack us, that's where they'll come from. That'll give them a nice short walk when they drag everyone out of here to throw them into the converter. That's why the gate up there is so well secured. Nobody'll get through the gate there. But as I said, you could manage this gate with a robot. With a robot? Now that is an idea.
Pay me, and I'll find you a robot.
Are you serious? But no, I can't just let myself be replaced by a robot. Can I?
You could definitely replace yourself with a robot.
Let me think about it. I mean, the clerics use robots for things like this all the time. Not that I know anything about clerics, but laying around and letting a robot do my work sounds pretty good, actually. Any idea how we want to do that? I mean, of course, only if you want to help me.
No, I guess we would need help. Do you know anybody who could help us?
Well, there's Elmar, one of the cleric prisoners. He's a genius at this stuff. But First, we'd need an AI module from a drone, so Elmar can reprogram it. Yeah, this is gonna work. We can do this. You get that module, and I'll give you 10% of what I earn off the gate. How does that sound?
I'll get you an AI module.
Yeah. There's a drone not far from here. Looks like it's intact, but it's broken down. Here, I'll give you the coordinates. See if it has an intact AI module.
Are you sure these coordinates are correct?
Yeah, why would I give you the wrong coordinates? Look, you see the beacon over there? If you go to it, you'll find the cliff wall fast enough. Then, when you're standing in front of it, look right, and you'll see a canyon. The drone's down there.
AI module on this drone is damaged, but it could come in useful.
I have the AI module.
It is functional, right?
Maybe. You'll have to check it.
What do you mean? Did you damage it?
The drone attacked me. I had to fight it.
Really? When I saw it, it was just lying there. Oh well, no harm done. Well, not if the module is all right.
It's damaged. Have a look.
Yeah, that's hardly pristine merchandise. Still, maybe Elmar can save it.
I'll take the module to Elmar.
Okay, here. Take it to him and see what he can do to fix it. Tell him I'll have to owe him a favor. I'm out of shards. If you have to pay him, I'll have to owe you, okay? Honestly, you'll get it back when I'm not broke.
Okay.
You are the best. I'll pay you back twice over once I have the money. I promise.
I need this AI module repaired. Can you do that?
That? Yes, I can do that. But you'll have to pay me. Maybe then one day I can buy my freedom.
Then I'd rather do it myself.
You can do that?
Yes, I can do that.
Ah, well, if you're gonna be like that, just give it to me before you break something. These things don't take rough handling. There. One functioning AI module. Have fun with it.
So what do we do with the repaired AI module?
Well, we'll need a functioning drone. If only we knew where to find one that was intact and hadn't been destroyed. We can get a new one from the clerics. You know, one of our cleric prisoners told me they're making a U5 prototype over there in the Horde. It's got enhanced intelligence, or something. That'd be perfect for what we needed to do.
You want me to steal this prototype?
Of course, let's do this thing. You see, a normal fighting drone won't be good enough. We need one with more intelligence. I mean, it's gonna be replacing me, so it's gonna have to be smart, right?
I'll get you the drone prototype from the clerics.
Right, good. You shouldn't have any trouble getting the drone out of there. You know clerics, they'll be too busy worshipping and stuff. They probably won't even notice you're there.